Greetings, you old bass fiends. I've got we're laughing, I've got Mr. Steve Wood with me tonight. We're going to be going through our top 10 surface lures. So let's get into it. Right, first on the list, not in any particular order, is the Frosty. Now, I can't even remember what one. That's the Cabot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, because we're not doing two lots of. We're putting our lures together. You know what I mean? If I've got, there's no point in him talking about Frosties and me talking about Frosties. Right, Frosties, killer, absolute belter. That's the Cabot. Now we had a sort of a competition one day. It was called Frosty versus Realis, and we'll get into Realis in a bit. Right, that's the IU.
Right, that's Aphorine, that one.
Aphorine, sorry. Right, because they're not my ones. See, I know what my ones are called. He says, pressure. Right, and this is the this is my 500G. No, it's my top catcher. That one for the frost in the Frosty version, and then here, I think it's the Ghost Ankle. I'm not sure. I've never called bugger all on that one, but still, it's applied. It's because I always go for the one that I normally catch on. So that's the Frosty out of the way. Right, what's next on the list? Right, then we'll have the head-on spook, I think. Why not? Right, that one's come from America. Mind you, I'm not sure about the hooks on that one. It looks like they might be going for sharks or maybe without. They're absolutely massive, but it's a lovely looking lure. Here's another one. I've actually taken the middle hook off of that one because I just think it's just a bit too much for the fish. Do you know what I'm saying? I might even swap them out for singles. I mean, I haven't got singles. Only on some of the metals that I've used. I've put singles on because it just seemed to be. Don't get snagged so much, you know what I mean? Some of the grounds that we fish, it's pretty shallow. And there's another white one, which is a pretty corker. Yeah, good little catch of that one in the right sort of time. So a lot of the time we don't get to go in the daytime, so we're fishing at night. We're not really always surface luring, but we are going to try a few tricks as we get into the summer, because we're going to be on the dark, clear nights. We're going to get into using the black lures, but Mr. Steve Wood's going to cover that. Right, the next lure on the list, on the surface lure list, is the Pachenko. Now, not any. We're going to go do all the Pachenkos. We're just going to go through them quickly. Right, this is one of Steve Wood's. This is the Pachenko 140. What colour is that one?
I'm not sure what
colour that. It's a nice colour, but we don't know what it is. Anyway, perhaps you can tell us. Right, yeah, there's that one. Right then, next is we got the oh god, this is his joker. He had a 68 on that. That is the 500G 125. 68. I'll put the picture in.
What a fish. What a fish. Size my hand to the length of it.
Right, where are the other ones? Right, what else we got? Oh yeah, Jesus, all right. The RG in 125 in RG. Now that is that's been a good catcher for me. But the reason why I got the RG in the 125 is because I had the Astery in the Zorus Astery 110 in RG, and it was such a bloody good lure for me, but I just kept losing. I've lost about 3 or 4 of them. 2 to seagulls, 1 to a rope, and 1 just casting onto a too shallower ground. It obviously got snagged up and it snapped off. That's life, I suppose. How much money there is in that sea of my lost lures. Jesus, right. What else have we got? Oh yeah, we got a little that's all of the 125s, isn't it? Right, the obviously the 100, the bloody little, that is a little demon, I'm telling you. That is a must-have lure. I mean, that is, when it's calm conditions, that's an absolute killer. Right, we've also got these other couple of ones, but they're not real Pachenkos. They look good though. Right, that one, obviously, that colour's brilliant. I've got that colour in an Astery. absolute belter. I'm not sure what it is.
It's like washing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Some
right.
people class it as a sardine, but I think it's like washing.
And we got this one, which is I've had them on and they'd got off. That was the only thing that seemed to work that bloody night, because it's a bloody struggle last year, I tell you.
Nighttime killer, that isn't it?
Yeah, night time. That'll be the kiddie. And we just heard another little tactic about just doing a straight retrieve with the 100 at night time. Interesting. I suppose it'd have to be the right sort of conditions. You know what I mean? Right. What's next on the old kiddie? Oh yes, right. This is a Pergachev Cobra. That's come all the way from Turkey, but I didn't actually I didn't obviously send off for it. A bloke at Boulant, he had got that for me. Come all the way down from London and dropped that off me. What a geezer, eh? What a nice bloke. I did have one before. It was in Sardine. Lost it on the rocks, you know, trying to cast it into a specific place. It's just the way it goes, I suppose, but that's an absolute belter. Rare as rocking horse shit, that is, apparently. Right, what else we got? What's that one? Oh yeah, can't remember what it's called. The Fisher's S Petite. Now, I used to have one of these. Someone's laughing. Someone's laughing. I don't want it. You can have it. First cast, snapped it off. God, it's only a tiny little. It's not like it's a bloody Pachenko 140. Do you know what I mean?
Brand new and all, isn't it?
Brand spanking new. I hadn't even used it, just to make our blank session even more exciting. Right, what else we got? Oh yeah, here we got. Oh God, I can't remember what the other one is. The Lucky Craft Gunfish. That is an absolute belter. Flies like this one's seen better days. It used to have a little fluffy little bit on the end of it, but that's probably just melted off or worn off, because that's an old lure. Right, I've got another one of them somewhere. Where is it?
It might be on the back of that.
Oh, probably. The one with fucking 15 million lures on it. No, it's not on that one. Fucking lures everywhere. Oh yeah, here it is. And there she be. That's a smaller version. Look at that. It just looks absolutely amazing. Now, I actually bought that by mistake. I'd ordered 2 Samis in the same pattern, and I got sent one of them mistake. But I'm not bothered, because it's a blinding little lure. It's even got like a little popper. The little end of it's like a little bit like a popper. So that's it. Right, I think I'm going to hand you over to Mr. Steve Wood now. He's going to go through a few for you.
Hi guys, right, welcome to the channel. Not subscribed, please subscribe. Okay, my top 5 surface lures. I'm just going to get straight into it. And the first one for me has got to be a spitting wire. Not sure what that colour pattern is. It's got a little bit of sort of clarity in it, and it's, you know, it's quite sort of sparkly. So that's 100% going to have a go this year. I think that's going to be a winner, especially sunlight, summertime during the day. So we'll see. Second on the agenda for me has got to be an astuary. Now I haven't caught on that one yet, but I only bought it sort of the end of the season, so I've not really given it a full trial. But last year we purchased some Axia lures, which they're literally identical. They're the same as an astuary. Don't quote me. A lot of people would say, "Oh no, you're taking, you know, you're lying" or whatever. But we've had loads of fish on this, and these are like £7. These are like 20 or whatever quid. Now, I don't know how it goes with the old copyrights and all that, but they're identical. So I'm not quite sure how Axia have got away with making them. I think they're pretty much being discontinued now. So if there were any left to go and grab, I'd grab them now because they're cheap and they work. So that colour pattern's 500p, and that colour pattern I think is sardine. Again, that's been another winner. Like for us last year, year before, we've caught loads of fish on these, so I'll definitely give these a try. Third for me is, again, it's a new lure, not caught nothing on it yet, but they've only literally just brought them out. It's the HTO Kamikaze. Now that's in 500G. I mean, it just looks like sandhill to me. Do you know what I mean? I've been speaking to a few different people, and one specific person has told me just to straight retrieve them. So we're going to give that a go, and also walk the dog as well. But we'll see what happens and see how it works out. But that's the 500G version, and they've also got it in black. I mean, don't get me wrong, they've got loads of different colours, but black for us, we've just been reading loads of different bits and pieces like the Mark Cowling books, etc, etc. and black keeps getting mentioned. So we're going to try like subsurface, surface, and even soft plastics in black this year. So when that moon's out and it's quite bright at night time, we've been told try and use black for that silhouette. So I think that's going to be a winner. We're going to have to try it. Right, okay, so fourth on the agenda for me has got to be the Savage Gear popper. I've had loads of fish off this little thing. I'm actually going to buy the next one up, I think, because it's definitely got to be worth a go. I want to get a feed popper. I've got my eyes on one at the moment. Jerry's fishing. We'll see what happens. I probably will end up getting it, you know what I mean? But I know Niobe make pretty much an identical looking lure to the feed popper. I don't know how it's going to perform. It's cheaper, so I don't know. We'll just see how we go with that one. But it looks all right, so we're going to try it. Okay, so second to final lure for me. Oh, this is a winner. It's got to be the Realis 110 saltwater. Now, I mean, I've got various colours. That's a white pearl. That's an AU. The two lures I've had the most success on, obviously, that's the holy grail for me. That's Prism Shad with the orange belly. I had loads and loads of fish off that, and the rattle's just like fantastic. It's just like, for some reason, early morning, first light, those fish are feeding, mate. They're going to hit those hard. Believe me. I mean, put it this way, these things have got big hooks on them. I know I haven't got any at the moment, just cleaned them, but they've got big hooks on them. And a few years ago, I was fishing like first light session with Keith, and literally bent the hooks out twice in the space of like half an hour. So God knows the size of the fish that were out there that were smashing it. But it was my own fault. I had my like reel set too hard on the old drag. I should have like released it off a little bit, but I didn't, and it just bent the hooks out. Literally, the hooks were bent. So that, oh my God, that is a winner. And the other one, which is the same, it's the same again. It's a, it is a 110 Realis, but look at the colour pattern on that. I mean, like, you wouldn't think for a minute a fish would touch that. Like, it's just got like waves on it and like rocks and stuff like that. But that's like I think that's the 50th anniversary. So again, I've had loads of fish on it. So is it colour? I don't know, or is it just the rattle and the action of the lure? Maybe, I don't know. We'll have to see. Okay, so getting to the last couple, literally, I think I've got to put the Samsung candle in now, 25 gram. Again, I've not used it, but I think when those fish are out there at distance, you want to just get that little bit extra far. Do you know what I mean? That's like solid plastic, it's just going to fly out a mile. 25 grams, do you know what I mean? So 100% got to be worth a go. And last but not least, we were trying to get hold of some like candle, kind of needlefish kind of lures. Wanted someone to try and make me something bespoke, and I couldn't find anyone. Jim's lures seemed to just have ceased trading. I don't know, I just can't seem to find him. I know Seawolf lures do it as well, but I know he's inundated with work at the moment. So I found a guy down in Devon called Scott, and he's got a company called Black Tide Lures, and he managed to make me these. Now these are like slow sinking, and you can do pretty much any colour you want. I'm going to try and see if I can get him to do a floating version as well. I'm not sure if he does do one, but I know he does sinking and I know he does slow sinking. I'm going to have a chat with him, see if he can try and do me a floating as well, just so that like I can cast it up tide and then just watch that, watch it swing round, and hopefully that's when the bass are going to hit it. But I'll give him a shout, he's worth a try. Black Tide Lures, that's Scott. Right, so that's it for me. But what might work for me might not work for you, so don't quote me on what I've shown you. They're just what works for us down our way, and that's my top 5. See you later.
Right, so that's the end of the video. Obviously we're doing the next part of the surface lures video in the next video. So thanks for watching, and be lucky out there, whatever you're doing.